Welcome to Mindful Moments. I'm Selene Kumin Vega and here to guide 15 minutes today of grounding. And I want to begin that process with just grounding in the space that you're in right now. Just take a look around you. And you might even notice as you're looking around that you're breathing. It's just a noticing. You don't have to change your breathing in any way. Just realizing that you are here, breathing in this environment that you are in right now. And just feeling into the space that's around you between you and the walls if you're inside, or you and whatever is around you if you're outside. Again, if you're in, there's going to be a ceiling. Just how far above you that ceiling is for anyone outside. Just feeling that sense of the sky above you, or maybe there are trees, maybe there are clouds. And then underneath you, we're going to focus a little bit more on that for our grounding, because underneath you is the ground. If you're outside, it might actually be dirt or stones, or grass. If you're inside, maybe it's a carpet or a rug. Maybe it's some kind of bare floor. And I'm going to invite you to take off your shoes if you have shoes on right now, so that you can really feel what's happening in your feet. And I am going to stand for this. You are welcome to stand. I think standing is a nice way to approach this kind of grounding work, but you're welcome to be sitting on the ground, sitting on a chair. You're welcome to be lying down with your whole body against the ground. But I'm going to be here with my feet on the ground. Whatever part of you is connected to that ground underneath you, I want to invite you to really begin to explore how you are resting on that ground. So if you're on your feet, maybe beginning to shift your weight a little bit, maybe from one foot to the other. Feeling what happens when your weight drops in on one side or the other. If you're sitting, maybe you can rock side to side a little bit on your butt. Whatever part of you is touching the ground, if it's your whole body, maybe a little bit of shifting side to side, feeling the weight that's in the bottom part of you or the upper part of you. So you can interpret whatever I'm saying in terms of what part of your body is connecting right now to the ground underneath you. And I want to say, if there's furniture underneath you, that furniture is connecting to the ground. So you still have that sense of, here I am on the ground, on the earth. You might, as you're shifting a little bit, get a sense of how gravity, the gravity of this earth, is holding you here. You're not flying off into the air. You're right here, with your weight dropping down into the ground. And if you're standing, I want to suggest that you let your knees be just a little bit loose, bent, rather than tightening up, so that you can feel a little bit of give. Same if you're sitting or lying. Just feeling that sense of the give that's there, that you can move your body in that connection, however you're connecting, and shift your weight. And the ground is still there working with you. Gravity is working with you. Maybe you can sense into that part of you that is touching the ground. Maybe you can roll really carefully into one place for a moment. Really sit into that. Sink into that. Finding the place that feels the most centered, the most grounded. And what do we really mean when we say grounded? We mean connecting to the ground, having a sense that the ground is there, holding us up, keeping us from dropping underneath the surface of the earth, and keeping us from drifting away. It's solid. There's something solid underneath us, a connection to a whole solid planet. And right here, there's a solidity in our bodies. Maybe you can even take your hands and feel some of the edges of your body. Maybe tap them, pat them, rub them, just really feeling this solid body that's here on this solid ground. So breathing into that solid space of your body here on the earth. Maybe you can even imagine that, like a tree or a plant, there are roots going down into the ground underneath you. And for a plant, those roots reach down for nourishment. Reach down to feel solidly connected and to pull into our plant bodies, our human bodies, the nutrients that we need. And at the same time, those roots keep us connected from down under. We human beings who move around on this earth, we have to let our roots be a little bit more resilient. We need to be able to pick up our roots and put them back down again wherever we settle down in each moment. So as you breathe here, because our bodies do that for us, they breathe. As you breathe, imagine that your roots, your grounding, comes not just from this ground underneath you, but from the air that you're breathing in. Taking in some energy, circulating it through, and still gravity is here, holding us. And here we are, our own living system. grounding into the ground, gravity helping us to stay where we want to be, allowing us to move when we want to move. The air around us, giving us energy to breathe in and a place to breathe out. And just letting yourself settle into that ground. Maybe easy movement so that you can continue to feel how that ground stays there, right there for you as you move. Each time you pick yourself up, lift away, you can drop back down and know that ground is still there. You can settle in deeply, sink all the way down, relax into the ground. And you can pick yourself up, allow the energy from the ground and the air to fill you, to remind you of this aliveness that's in each cell. Maybe take a few moments here to see what happens when you just move. If you're lying down, you could roll on the ground. If you're standing or sitting, you can reach out, curl in, explore what it feels like to be in this space, on this ground, in this body, supported by ground, supported by breath and air and everything around you. As you begin to ease towards the ending time of our grounding together here, if you've closed your eyes, you might open them gently, easily, just to take in again that environment around you. Just as the ground is under us and the air is supporting our breath and our aliveness, you're in an environment. Maybe find something in your environment that you can look at that feels steadying, grounding to look at. Maybe it's a piece of art, maybe a stone, maybe your pen, a lamp, something that's there. It's always there when you're here in this environment. Something else that can ground you in this place, in this moment. And then when you're ready, getting a sense of pulling into you all that you need from this environment, just as those plants do, pulling the nourishment from the ground underneath them. You might see if you can pull nourishment from everything that's around you, under you, above you right now. And here, you might acknowledge that you are coming out now into the world from this meditative state. Maybe you'll choose to be quiet. And if you do speak, to speak from your own experience of this time of grounding in ways that will allow everyone else to also stay in their own experiences. Just maintaining a sense of presence as you come back into the world and back into this group here, or into your space wherever you are. Thank you for joining me today in grounding.